hard when you see guys that work like that. And that's the bad part of the game. Van was rolling, making some big plays, and unfortunately gets hurt. So it's tough. Tough way to finish the year for him and both the guys, really. It's tough. The Achilles going down like that early. It's the bad part of the business. And just to sum it up, we didn't finish. It's simple as that. We did not finish. We got outscored 24-6 in the second half. With that, I'll open up to questions.
Coach, it seemed like you guys found some openings in the middle of the field, especially hitting Chim on that deep route.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you guys didn't attack the middle of the field the rest of the game. Was that by what they were giving you with looks, or was that something that you guys had baked into the game plan?
Well, I think like every play you have when you're trying to throw the ball downfield and do certain things, certain coverages work out a certain way, and other times you don't get that throw. We tried to throw one to Chig down there later in the game, so it was the perfect coverage for the play that we got to hit Chim going across, and it worked out perfect. So there's coverages that take certain things away and change your progressions when the middle field's open or middle field closed, or safety, post safety. So that changes from what is the route, what's the progression, things like that.
What you like about what you did to get off to a good start, and what maybe did you not do well down the stretch?
Well, I think we're moving the ball, obviously, offensively, throughout the game. We didn't finish enough in the red area, but the way the defense started getting off the field, holding them to field goals, so we were more efficient as a team. But just for the team things, if you look at it like Jeff, 10 sacks season, awesome. Once again, he comes out there and does his thing. Tony Pollard, 1,000 yards, 4 straight seasons. And then the special one, Jim, most yards in NFL history. Pretty impressive for a rookie. Unbelievable. I don't know all those numbers, and I know some people that he passed. It's just what a phenomenal year through this point in the season. He's got one more to go.
Did you get a good look at the review of the replay assist to Tache? Can you kind of just talk us through the thought process of challenging versus not challenging there?
Well, there's always going to be, any time throughout a game, there's always great communication. I think they've done a great job, the officials, with me on the sidelines this year, of going through and communicating of what it was, what they see, when the replay assist. And there's times, too, that they tell you, hey, you can challenge this. You might want to challenge. I mean, it's open. It's been great this year, the dialogue I've had with the officials on our sideline and the communication. Same thing when double moves come up sometimes. I'll tell them, hey, we got a double move coming. And I think when they communicate that way, it really helps us out, and that's why we have the replay assist in what we're doing in the NFL today.
So on that play specifically, was there something you saw that made you not want to challenge it?
Well, no, there's certain things that come up and things that are said, and you make those decisions as you go.
How do you like the way Cam played and keep some plays alive, making some plays downfield?
There was definitely some wow plays in there. Obviously, the one play we can't have the sack fumble for a touchdown that really hurt our football team. But, I mean, it just continues to get better. And he's learned, I just talked to him, this is another game to learn from. There's, some certain things were covered downfield and trying to scramble around, make some plays. We had a number of throwaways today. They did a good job of covering certain things. But there are some of those plays, the one that they ruled his knee was down. But, just even having the ability to get that ball off, he's a special player. And he just, week in and week out, he's starting to show everybody those type of plays that he's going to make, and not just the easy ones, but the ones that are really difficult to make. So it's great to see him do that.
Coach, can you discuss how you prepared for Tyler Shuck and Rady's performance?
Excuse me?
Tyler Shuck, his performance today, and how you prepared to play against him.
Oh, it's like any game plan. You go into a game plan. Denard and his staff put a plan together of what we always think, what is the coordinator, or in this case, the head coach as the play caller, what is he doing with this player? A younger player, how are they helping him? Is it quick game? Is it play action? So all those things, like every game plan you go into, and, you always look at it, how are they, because obviously they made the change at quarterback. So as you watch tape over the year, there's certain things they're doing different to help this player to be successful.
Couple more. I know you haven't watched the tape, obviously, so I want your opinion just just generally, maybe not about this game in particular, Cam's time to throw today was the longest by any quarterback since at least 2016. When a guy has that long to throw, a pretty long one in San Francisco a couple weeks as well, what does that generally tell you about how they're seeing the field and how their guys are getting open downfield?
Well, I think it's a combination really of everything. I'll say one thing is, like the fourth down call, there's nothing like you have a good running game. That's always going to help the protection, especially when there's play actions and things like that, a number of them that we ran today. So anytime you have the play actions, you're going to have a longer time to hold on to the ball, do certain things. When you're efficiently running the game, you're committed to the running game. And I think also as Cam extends plays, that obviously jumps the numbers up from time to time. And I know you referenced it earlier, but I'll have to watch the tape to see exactly, hey, could we got rid of the ball sooner on certain plays? What is it? Were plays covered? Is it a progression? Something like that. So I'll have a better answer once I watch it tomorrow.
Mike, maybe a question for later, but as a guy who's been around a lot of NFL teams, you've been doing this one for a while now.
Yeah.
How close do you feel like this team is to being back where it wants to be in the near future?
Well, I think, if you look at how we played the last month of the season, really, I think you can see the growth of the team, being 2-1 heading into this game, going to Cleveland, getting the win. Unfortunately, we came up short in San Francisco, and then they had the phenomenal game last week in Kansas City, and that was, you see the way the entire team played and the way we started playing today. I think there's so many positives you look at. We knew it was going to be challenging throughout the year and how it was going to go. It's hard to win in the NFL, but I think you see the way Cam's starting to play and the more plays he's making. I mean, you got Jeff on defense. I mean, you can't build. I mean, he's the pillar of the defense, and the way he played once again today, it's week in and week out. So I think there's been a lot of growth this year on the team, and it's great there's a bright future here. You look at it in the amount of snaps these rookies have played. You're just speaking offensively. Cam is playing with the three rookies with him in the skilled positions, and it's that those snaps are invaluable for their futures. And the amount of snaps Cam's gotten this year and the way he's improved, so it's only going to help the organization, Cam, the offense, and then you look at the amount of plays really in the secondary part of it of Marcus and Kevin, and unfortunately they both got dinged and they're not playing right now. But and you look at Marcus, both those guys really at playing not just one position, but two positions. So I think you look at this rookie class and you say, this is a really good group moving forward, and give Mike and the whole staff credit for the guys we brought in here to help us get to where we are today. So they've got a really, really bright future. And the thing I love about them too is that they truly love the game. They are the first ones in, the last ones to leave often. And you guys wrote the article early about Cam being here bright and early, and obviously that's how they all are. I mean, you walk in, by a room late at night sometimes, and they're all sitting in there watching tape. So they've all got a really bright future, and it's great to see.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
That's what it is. I mean, we got to be better, especially in the second half. We got a chance to put a team away. We got to put the team away.
In that second half, was it just, as you mentioned, discipline? Was it just a matter of not being disciplined, not executing?
That's exactly what it was. I mean, you see guys just open. You see guys breaking tackles. I don't know what the number is right now, but from what I saw and what you felt on the field was we just wasn't tackling. Get the guy on the ground and just got guys doing their job, like the run play. We had them stoned in the backfield. I mean, no counting no names. I mean, we'll see it on the tape, but I mean, every 11 had to do the job and then just get them on the ground. We got to be able to tackle, especially when they come late in the game like that, to where we know they're gonna kind of try to run the ball. The game is in close range, and that big run at the end, that last touchdown run shouldn't happen. So
you've got young, inexperienced DBs involved in that run play and in the two touchdowns that ended the game. How tough? I mean, you guys traded away DBs. Leggerius got hurt. Is there a scenario where you ask too much of those guys, or they just have to step in and get it done? What do you say to guys?
I would just say everyone have a job to do. I can't control injuries. I can't control who on the back end. Them guys knew that they was going to have to play Monday. We had a couple injuries last game. Some guy went on IR. I mean, everybody, the way we try to operate, the way Denard coaches defense is everyone have to be ready to play. And at the end of the day, when you're talking about the game of football, I mean, these guys, we professional athletes, everyone dreamed to play in the NFL. So when you get your opportunity, it doesn't matter about young and experienced because these guys practice for this. This is the reason why we practice through the week, play on Sundays. So we just have to be better at doing our job. I mean, yes, maybe the nervous and just being able to be like that mindset of, man, I got to go out here and play football, but, you know, I got to step up. But that's what you want. I feel like that's what you should expect as a professional athlete. Like, you want to be on the field in them type of situations. So it take all 11, though. Like, it's not just on these young guys that happen to fill in. Yes, it's when your guys get injured, and you got a lot of guys going out with injuries and traded, like, yes, it's hard as hell. Like, get me wrong. But the way I was taught, next man up mentality. And we have to do a better job of, like I said, when it comes down to just doing your job and tackling, it don't matter if you young or old. We have to be able to make tackles, and everyone just got to do their job.
You had a lot of momentum, I guess, on both sides of the ball early. How disappointing couldn't really sustain it late?
This is disappointing. I mean, like I said, when you have an opportunity to put a team out, take the life out of a team, you have to do it. Like, that's something we didn't do in the second half, and we talked about it at halftime. Go finish the game, and we didn't do that. So, yes, it's frustrating, and, you know, the question is that when you're walking off the field after the game, it's just like, how in the heck did we let that one slip away? And like I said, just go back to doing basic fundamental of the game of football is everyone doing their job and just get the guy on the ground.
You've got a game left, obviously, next week, but what kind of your overriding feeling as you walk out of here for the last time this year?
Been a rough season, man. I mean, we won one game here in Nissan Stadium, and I just want to get back to winning football game. I want to get back to packing these stands. You know, my first 3 years here, we won football games. We packed Nissan, come in, and, you know, it's like last week, you sing a national anthem, you hear the Chiefs, which that's what they do, they travel. But, you know, I will remember when we had the Chiefs here a couple of years ago, and you didn't see much red. You may heard them, but you didn't see much red. So I just want to get back to being able to win football games around here. And then, like I said, it's been a rough season for us, especially at home. I'm sure it's not the way our fans wanted it to happen, and I know for a fact it's not the way we wanted it to happen in the locker room. So, like I said, it's been a rough season, but we got one more. Like I said in the locker room after the game, this coming up week is going to be the last time this team's together as a whole, and we got to go out this week and take every day one day at a time, but we got to embrace it. We got to embrace being around each other. We don't know who all going to be back in that locker room next year, coaches included. So, you know, we got to embrace it, and we got one more, and I'm sure, I don't know, I didn't check on Jacksonville. I mean, I'm sure they're still in the playoff, but, you know, we got an opportunity to maybe knock them down one or whatever they got the first seed. I don't really know what's going on with them, but we just got to go out there with a mindset that, we can finish the season off the right way. One more time with this team, and that's kind of what my message to this team. Just take this week with a mindset that we're going to play for each other and finish the season off the right way.
Jeff, do you feel like this team is closer to get back to playing winning football than maybe it was this time last year or earlier this season?
I mean, we improved. You saw the improvement from guys on this football team. It's the reason why we was able to, I'm sure everybody going to say, they were missing Mahomes, but it was the reason why we was able to, win a game last week. You see the improvements from guys, especially our young guys. So when you can see improvement throughout the year, that's what you expect. We got a whole offseason, though. We got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to sit up here and just say what maybe what somebody want to hear, but I feel like we got a lot of work to do. It's not going to just fix in a couple of days. Like I said, we have been getting better as a team, and we got one more to try to finish the season out the right way.
Why is it so difficult to just win 2 in a row?
I wish I knew. That's when I heard McCoy say it last night. We haven't won, 2 in a row in a long time. Like, that was surprising. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, so, and that's why I just get back to, I want to get back to winning football games, and that's all. It's got to be our mindset of how can we stack wins? How can we stack wins? Because we haven't done that in a long time. So we got one more. Can't stack no more wins right now. We just got to focus on this last one against Jacksonville, and when we get ready to come back this offseason and leading up until next year, it's going to be different. So.
Jeff, how do you see Tyler Shuck? How do you evaluate his performance today? How do you prepare for him?
They won. Shout out to them for winning. They got the ball out of his hand quick after, we got to him a couple of times. But he got playmakers. He was able to throw the ball. But, we got to do a better job on our side of the ball. But, shout out to them. They got to win.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
What's going like? You guys have a lot of success already, and maybe what happened maybe down the stretch where you finish off drives?
I think just playing on time, being good at run game, being efficient in the pass game, and at times, myself getting, big play happy. We're trying to push the ball down the field, and then, just me having to connect the receivers. So, everything takes in part to when we're good and when we're bad, but it's all about us just, continue to go up and stay on the right trajectory.
On the giveaway, did you not feel him coming from behind in the way that he was able to strip you?
No, not really. Just having to move away from pressure on one side, and then they keep 2 hands on the ball, and that's why they're able to, get one off of us. But I just gotta, protect the ball.
Today it seemed like you were able to find those rushing lanes that you were able to find early, mid-season, and you had a really good day, getting and extending plays. Is that something that you were seeing on tape, or is it just a natural progression of the game slowing down for you as you've gone and progressed this year?
Just a lot of stuff I see on film. Then also after the first, drive and, second drive, getting a feel for, the rushers. And then just trying to buy time for my receivers to make plays for us. I think O-line did a fantastic job in pass pro. And that's just something that we got to continue to build on. Our scramble drill rules and, receivers, always making plays.
What do you think about the Chig getting into the end zone after that catch?
Loved it, man. That's a free touchdown for the quarterback, but that's all Chig right there. I'm talking about spin out somebody, do a cartwheel, go in the end zone, hit his dance. So that's a Chig play. That's plays that we expect out of him. And I'm just happy he's able to do it. And I'm looking forward to it next week.
The play to Tajay that ended up getting called back. One, how did you know he would be there? Was that part of the progression, or was that just schoolyard? And 2, did you feel like your knee was down? Just kind of keep breaking that play.
Just Tajay. I always know where he is. he's in the right spot every time. Then at the end of the day, just me getting through the progression, knowing where my back is. But then just trying to, give us a play on 4th down to, not let it be a sack, just try to, put the ball in your playmaker's hand. He did that. Fortunately got overturned. But, we had a defense gave us a stop to give us a chance to get another drive in. We just didn't come up with it.
Is it difficult to come back for another drive after something like that's been overturned, or is it more motivating?
Well, it's not difficult. It's motivating. If anything, you just got to, have a next play mentality. We have that as a whole on offense, and we just didn't get the job done today.
Cam, do you feel like this result is representative of who this team is right now?
No. I think the best thing about this team is that, we know change is coming. Change is coming in 7 days. But back in August, everyone, said to, just each other that we got each other. Every game that we go into it, whether it's win or lose, we know the culture that we have. And that's something that we got to continue to build on. This game, at the end of the day, will never define us. But, the biggest thing that we want to have in the locker room is a winning culture. That's something that, we trending upward and getting towards. We just got to make that emphasis on it every day.
Knowing the change is coming, what's this next week going to be like for you, knowing this team's going to be a lot different next year?
To win our last football game together, I think that's the biggest thing. Excited for, guys to step up and make plays when their number's called. Not a lot of people get opportunity to play out there on Sundays. So, the guys we have in our locker room, we take advantage of each and every opportunity and just try to, put, the team and ourselves in the best situation to, try to win games for the franchise.
Part of the winning level you are, but in that 4th quarter, do you feel the wave a bit? I mean, you've got the lead. They're about to take the lead. Your DBs make a big play there with the fumble into the end zone that preserves the lead.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you guys are going to sustain it. And then Saints obviously find a couple scores late. But do you feel the ebb and the flow of the game like that? Is that exciting to be part of that? Or
Nope. I mean, you get touchdowns or die trying. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're up by a lot or you're down by a lot. You just got to take every drive the same and try to score points.
You referenced a winning culture just a little bit ago as far as having to be built around here. Where does that start for a team that's been down for as long as this one has?
Starts one individually. Every person in the building have to have the right mindset to win games. It don't matter whether you're a player, whether you're in front office, or you in the IT department. So at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. We have a great building to have that culture. Everyone in the building is trending towards that culture. And at the end of the day, it's about winning games on the football field. The coaches and the fans and the front office, they're going to do so much. But at the end of the day, it's about the players putting their best film on tape each and every Sunday, trying to win for our organization.
How do you assess this team in terms of growth from the beginning of the season to now, in your estimation?
The growth's been, terrific, especially from, I'll say, just a young guy standpoint. The rookies, whether it's Femi, who unfortunately got hurt early, just him, I'll say him seeing the field through film instead of actually being out there. I think that's the biggest, help that a rookie can get. And then obviously with Chim being a Pro Bowler, Elliott Gunner, I think just the rookie class will continue to get better, leaning on the vets especially vets like Cody, Jeff, just to continue to pick us up. So, I'm looking forward to continue those relationships with those guys.
Cam, on a lighter note, how do you feel next week the University of Miami is going to do in the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State? Man,
I wish I could be there. But I feel like they're gonna do something to shock the world. A lot of those guys I got a chance to play with in Miami. Mark Fletcher, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a big day. The O-line up there. So I'm excited for them. They know I'm gonna be the first ones watching. I'm always tuned in with those guys, and I'm excited for them to shock the world.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cam.